Hi everyone. I recently passed the AWS ML Engineer Associate exam and I just thought to share some tips that helped me to pass this time. So, the first time I took it, I underestimated the exam and I failed. I was very close to passing, but I did not succeed. Now, there are some things that I learned, some lessons that I learned, which I'm going to tell you right now. The first thing is preparation. How did I prepare for the exam? So I used two resources. I used the AWS ML Engineer Associate Learning Plan on AWS Skill Builder and the AWS Certified Machine Learning Engineer Associate Hands On by Stephen Marick and Frank Kane. Now, these two resources helped me to develop a solid understanding of the AWS ML services in general. And they also help me to know what resources are more important than others when facing a solution. After studying all this and using the educational resources, something else I did was to take practice tests. Now, the first time I failed, I only took three practice tests and I failed all three. But because I was in a hurry to get the certification, I did not think of, oh, maybe I should pass the practice test more. I just went into it. But the second time that I took the test, I took 10 practice tests and I passed 8 out of 10 of them. And each practice test was 65 questions. In exam settings, you have 2 hours 30 minutes. 2 hours 30 minutes. So taking practice tests would help you to make sure that your attention span stays focused on the exam. This is very important. Now, some other things that I did was to create a mind map to understand how the services related to each other. For example, when dealing with AI bias, how would the services, what services would be better in a situation like that? Because most of the questions were scenario based, and due to this reason, it may be hard to pass if you don't have practical experience like me, or if you are still understanding how they're connected. So that's why I definitely encourage having like a diagram or a flow chart explaining how everything is related to each other. Now, something to really notice when answering questions is you want to get the key points, right? You want to get data on the problem at hand. For example, is performance more important to a company than cost optimization, right? Those are things that matter and those are things that will affect how well you do on the exam. The passing score is from 720 above. Now, I know that you can do it because if you're watching this channel, you're interested in developing yourself and improving. One last point I'd like to make is know your why. Why are you trying to take this certification? For me, my why was to get into solutions architecture, solutions engineering, and I knew that I needed to have a holistic understanding of what AWS does and how to integrate it into a platform, right? And I started with the ML Associate course because I want to have an understanding of how to use AI services from AWS. Now, another big reason for me was to be a blessing to my family, and for that encouraged me even more to chase after career goals. So you have to know your why and you have to keep it in front of you. Another thing is to set up structures for your own success. In fact, an accountability partner would be amazing. If you have a loved one like me that kept on pushing them to go to library, then definitely get into it. Tell the person about your goals, about your visions, about your plans, and let them push you towards greatness. One of the structures that I placed was coming to the library and studying at least 4 hours every single day at the minimum. Now, this, okay, every single weekday. So, this really helped me so that I could have an understanding consistently because to grow and to really have knowledge sealed in my head, I had to keep on visiting it every single time. Now, I encourage you, don't give up. Don't say, this is too hard. If I can do it, you can do it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing the good news. Post in the comment section what you're struggling to understand, and maybe we can keep each other accountable and help each other. But yeah, have a good day.